Hello, welcome to the lecture and topic for today is cell movement during the gastrulation. So if we talk about during the gastrulation, which is the process of formation of gastrula, what different kind of the cell movements are there? Let us consider this topic in detail. Topic is cell movement during the gastrulation. So if we talk about the gastrula, what is actually gastrula? It is a embryonic stage which is formed after the cleavage and the blastula. And if we talk about the gastrula, gastrula is a cup-shaped structure. It is actually usually having three layers of the cells in triploblastic animals, whereas in diploblastic animals it usually comprises two layers of the cells. Examples, if we consider the examples of the triploblastic animals, you can consider human, fruit fly, earthworm, mosquito, snail, starfish, lizard, etc. And if we talk about examples of the diploblastic animals, the main examples include poriferans and ctenophora. And triploblastic animals means what? That basically three germ layers which include ectoderm, mesoderm and endoderm that are involved in the formation of the embryo. Whereas in case of diploblastic animal, usually two layers are there which include ectoderm and endoderm. And this process of formation of gastrula, that is known as gastrulation. So it means gastrulation is a process which ultimately result in formation of a embryonic structure that is known as gastrula. So term gastrula, it is given by the Ernst Haeckel in 1872, right? So what is actually gastrula? It is a cup-shaped structure comprising different germ layers which can be three in triploblastic animals and two in diploblastic animals. So if we talk about the development in case of the multicellular animals or the metazoans means here body is actually composed of multiple cells, and here the development usually begin from a single cell structure, and that single cell structure is known as zygote. We can consider zygote as a single celled embryo. So zygote formation results by the fusion of male gamete and female gamete, and process of fusion of the gametes, that is known as fertilization. So zygote formation is there. Zygote is a diploid cell and it undergo rapid set of mitotic divisions, which is this event is known as cleavage, which result in formation of two cell structure followed by four cell structure, then 8 cell structure, 16 to 32 cell structure, and in between 16 to 32 cell structure, this particular embryonic stage is known as morula. Thereafter, the process of blastulation is there that result in formation of blastula. After blastula formation, next process is gastrulation, which result in formation of the gastrula. So today our concern is to see what kind of the cell movements that occur during the gastrulation process. So during gastrulation, what happens? The following type of the cell movements are there. First is invagination, which is enfolding of the cell. Involution is there, ingression is there, delamination and epiboly. These are the, here is the list of the cell movements which actually occur during the process of gastrula formation. So if we talk about invagination means what? Enfolding of the cell sheet into the embryo. So just consider the first diagram and the second diagram. Here in first cell you can see ki endodermal cells are there which are usually heavy because of the cytoplasm, because of the aguic content and the cytoplasm. So the endodermal cell show invagination type of the cell movement. Here you can see in the second diagram the endodermal cell just undergo enfolding that result in formation of a tube-like structure which ultimately result in formation of the digestive tract. Here you can see ki with enfolding a blastopore is created here. This blastopore can result in formation of mouth or anus. So if this blastopore, it result in formation of the mouth, in that case the animals are categorized into as a protostomes, right? So usually lower invertebrates animals are there in this particular category. If this blastopore, it result in formation of the anus, in that case the animal type is known as deuterostome, right? So in higher animals, usually the blastopore result in formation of the anus, right? So anus formation that take place first, thereafter the mouth formation, and with further development this particular tube, it grow and it fuse with the wall which is opposite to it, right? That result in formation of a continuous tube which later on can develop into the digestive tract. If we talk about the other type of the cell movement, here involution is there. So what happen in involution? So it is the turning in of the cell sheet over the basal surface of the outer layer. So here what happen is cell just here you can see that two layers of the cells are there, and with involution what happen, that enfolding of the cells that result. So what result? The next cell movement is involution. Here you can see कि layer 1 is there on the outer side and layer 2 is there on the inner side. So from the basal side what happen? Enfolding of the cells, mesodermal cells that take place, and this mesodermal layer it run in between the ectoderm outer and the endoderm which is inner, right? So amphibian mesoderm show this kind of the cell movement. Here enfolding of the cell it occur, and the mesoderm it occupy the space between the ectoderm and the endoderm. Next, if we talk about the next type of the cell movement, that is ingression. Ingression, here you can see कि individual cells that move into the embryo. Here you can see the complete intact layer is there, and single cells that get detached, and finally movement is there toward the their final destination. It is not the detachment of the individual layer, it is not the enfolding of cell. Here individual cells get detached and ultimately that move toward their final destination, and this kind of the cell movement is shown in the sea urchin, mesoderm, and Drosophila melanogaster neuroblast cell, right? And during the brain formation of the fruit fly, this kind of the cell movement is there, which is known as ingression. Here individual cells get detached and finally movement is there toward their final destination. So next type of the cell movement is delamination, or delamination is it is splitting or migration of one sheet into the two sheets. Here you can see the 1 and 2 sheet that are visible, but during the delamination what happen, these two layers that separate out, and this particular layer it move down. It is not individual cell, it is the complete layer that move toward the inner side, and separation is there. So if we talk about epiboly, here two expansion of one sheet cell over the other occur. Here the cells become usually thin and flat, and ultimately the cell expansion is there, which actually result in movement of the cells toward their final destination. Here if we compare both the diagrams, in the first diagram you can see that cells are comparatively thin and small, and when in the second diagram you can see that cells become thin and flat, and in this particular manner what happen, comparatively less cells are required to cover a surface, and the remaining cells can move toward their final destination. So mainly during gastrulation what happen, the different type of the cell movements that occur. Invagination, which is enfolding. Involution, here cell move in between the outer layer and the inner layer. In delamination it is separation of the complete layers it occur. In epiboly cells just become thin and flat or comparatively move. Cell expansion of the one cell sheet it occur over the other, and this kind of the type of the cell movement epiboly, it is shown by the during the ectoderm formation in case of amphibians, and in sea urchin, and in case of tunicates example Herdmania is there, right? So these are some of the cell movements which actually occur during the gastrulation event.